Hello, we are first-year students at Alato International University, IR1A. I'm Nazika Akhmatova and Kamila Kudaibergenova. Today we want to present a comparative analysis of two Central Asian republics, Uzbekistan and Turkmenistan. First, let's look at their common foundations. Both countries, former republics of the USSR, and gained independence in 1991. After collapse of the Soviet Union, they had a very similar economic structure, dependence on natural resources. Also, both countries, both nations has very similar Central Asian historical and cultural backgrounds. Geographically, both countries landlocked, and importantly that both of them established authoritarian political regimes after independence.
So let me start with Uzbekistan. From 1991 to 2016, the country was ruled by Islam Karimov. During this period, Uzbekistan had a strong authoritarian system with limited political opposition and strict control over religion. Economy was largely state-controlled, and a country experienced periods of isolation and closed borders. In Turkmenistan, a very similar situation developed. From 1991 to 2006, Saparmurat Niyazov ruled the country. His regime was characterized by extreme authoritarianism, a strong personality cult, strict censorship, and total control over society. And the country also followed a policy of isolation under the concept of permanent neutrality. Next slide, please. Today, Turkmenistan remains one of the most closed countries in the world, with the highly centralized system and limited interaction with outside world.
In contrast, Uzbekistan has become one of the fastest developing and leading countries in Central Asia. So our main question is, why did these two similar countries develop so differently?
So after Niyazov, power in Turkmenistan passed to Gurbanguly Berdimuhamedov. However, the system did not significantly change. It remained centralized and closed. And in 2022, power was transferred to his son, Serdar Berdimuhamedov, which further strengthened this continuity.
On the other hand, Uzbekistan experienced a turning point in 2016 when Shavkat Mirziyoyev came to power. New leader initiates economic and political reforms focused on greater openness and liberalization. Mirziyoyev also increased foreign investment and international cooperation. This marks a shift toward a new development model.
One important factor is demography. Turkmenistan has a relatively small population, around 6 to 7 million people, and this allows the government to maintain stability without strong internal pressure.
How you can see, the territory of Uzbekistan is slightly smaller than Turkmenistan, but population a few times larger, which make a high pressure on labor markets and high risk of unemployment without growth, which may lead to revolution of citizens.
About foreign relations, Turkmenistan follows a closed foreign policy and rarely cooperates internationally. Its internal interaction is its global interaction is limited, but it remains relatively isolated.
In contrast, Uzbekistan is becoming more open every year. Uzbekistan follows a multi-vector foreign policy and also actively cooperate with Central Asian neighbors. For example, Uzbekistan cooperate with Kyrgyzstan and Kazakhstan, joint construction hydropower construction called Comparative. Also, Uzbekistan introduced a visa-free system for citizens 90 countries and attracts 7 million tourists per year.
So let's talk about economy. Turkmenistan's economy is highly developed on natural gas exports and about 80% of trade with China.
Uzbekistan has GDP of around, how we can see, $152 billion and population of over 36 million, making it one of the largest economies in the region. The key point is that Uzbekistan is reform-oriented and fast-growing economy with steady growth about 6% annually. And another important aspect is their diversified economic structure. The country is developing the main sectors as manufacturing, service, and textiles. At the beginning, we asked why so similar countries develop so differently, and we conclude that similar conditions not always lead to similar outcomes. The key factor of developing is political decisions. We can finish our presentation, and I want to ask Camila about Turkmenistan. How does the economy of Turkmenistan depends on natural gas? You said that I see 80% of their export.
So Turkmenistan has one of the largest gas reserves in the world. Gas is the main part of the economy in Turkmenistan. It gives around 70 to 80% of export income and about 1/4 to 1/3 of GDP. And also the main export direction is China, which buys most of the gas through pipelines. And the country also works with Russia and Iran, but much less. And China gives loans, and Turkmenistan pays back with gas. Also, when world gas prices fall, the country loses money, and which leads to budget problems, inflation, and lack of foreign currency.
Thank you for answer. So, why is Turkmenistan considered one of the most closed countries in the world?
So, as I mentioned before, Turkmenistan is one of the most closed countries in the world because the government controls almost everything. The political system has no real opposition, and power is in the hand of the leader, president. The media is fully controlled by the state, and many internet sites and social networks are blocked. And it's very hard to nation to enter because visas are strict and need special permission. And compared to other Central Asian countries, it's much more closed than Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan.
And which environmental problems may exist in Turkmenistan?
So there are very serious environmental problems. About 70% of the land is desert, and it causes water shortages. And agriculture uses a lot of water, but up to half is wasted because of old systems, and the drying of the RLC has caused dust storms and health problems in the country. And gas production also harms the environmental through methane leaks. And one example is a large gas crater that has been burning for many years. And also, all these problems affect people's health and economy, their daily life.
Okay, thank you for answer, Camila. Do you have a question?
So my question is, why is Uzbekistan considered one of the key countries of Central Asia? And you can explain the importance of the population, location, economy, and so on.
Yes, of course, Uzbekistan is considered one of the most important countries in Central Asia because of its their large population and strategic geographic location, economic potential, and regional influence. I said that the population is more 36 million people, and this gives the country a large labor force and consumer markets compared to neighboring states such as Kyrgyzstan and Tajikistan. Geographically, Uzbekistan is located in the center of Central Asia and borders all other Central Asian countries: Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, and also with Afghanistan. Because of this position, Uzbekistan plays a major role in regional trade and transport routes connecting East Asia, the Middle East, Russia, and Europe. Also, Uzbekistan has significant natural resources, including gold, natural gas, cotton, and uranium. The country is one of the world's leading gold producers, and it's also has a diversified economy structure. This means that they also develop the other sectors: manufacturing, service, and textile.
Okay, thank you for your answer. And another question is, how does Uzbekistan develop tourism and the international image of the country?
In recent years, Uzbekistan has actively developed tourism and worked on improving its international image. The government recognized tourism as an important sector for economic growth and cultural diplomacy. One major step was simplifying the visa system. I said that Uzbekistan introduced visa-free systems for 90 countries, and this made travel more accessible for international tourists. The country also invested heavily in infrastructure: airports, railways, hotels, and tourist service for modernized. High-speed trains connecting cities such as Tashkent, Samarkand, and Bukhara improved transport for visitors. Tourism tourism numbers increased significantly before and after the pandemic period. Millions of tourists visit Uzbekistan every year. Also, I want to also visit Uzbekistan. I want to see Magic City. So the government promotes Uzbek culture through handcraft, traditional music, and historical monuments.
Okay, thank you for your answer. And I think I don't have another questions.
Thank you for attention, and it was really interesting. I don't know, so a lot of information about Turkmenistan, and I think it was
Likewise.
really good. So goodbye.
Bye.